So today we are looking at tow mirrors. So I recently got an offer from manufacturers that they want to offer me some products, and then they want to review, and then they also want to installation videos. And I look at what they had, and I told them, hey, your tow mirror looks interesting enough, and so they got me this. So the brand, it's from AUTOSAVER88. So the problem I have while I bought this truck is that the left one, it's not working. I can't adjust my driver's side mirror. What I usually do is that when I was driving, let's say, I just lower the window down and then use my hand to reach it out to adjust it. That's painful. I have this function and I do not get to use it on this truck. And the one on the right side, which is the passenger side, it's working fine. So that really gets me. I really want a new mirror, or I just want to replace the driver's side. And I took my door trim off, door panels, and apparently it's those unwired version. So it's been a thing in my mind that I always want to get to work. And since they offered this to me, I'm like, why not, let's try it out. I always wanted some replacement, so they offered me this, and since I've been started to towing a lot more often recently, I think I will give them a try. Let's open them up and then let's see what's inside of the package. Fresh out of the box, they look really clear and really big, and the wirings should be plug and play. Alright, let's start install this. First thing I'm gonna do is lower my window. After it's fully down, turn off my ignition. I save some battery. And right here, you can just use your hand. You pop this thing out. And next thing, as you can see right here, here's a rivet. It might vary. If you have a used truck, your rivet might be different, but for mine, I can use a Phillips head to unscrew it, to get it out a little bit. And that's how you get this one out. The next thing you want to do is to have your flathead screwdriver. So you just have to kind of go in there, wiggle this in there. Alright, you pop this panel out of your door handles. And then you're gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver. Here's one screw in there. You will have to unscrew this. Okay, next step, you can use this little picking tool to pick up the little fitting thing here inside of your door handle. And then again, you're gonna have your Phillips head screwdriver, your Phillips head, and there's one bolt in there. Let's take a look. So if you see inside of right there, there's one Phillips head right inside of your door handle right there. So what you're gonna do is you unscrew that. Okay, it's out. This is what we just got out from there. And there's no more bolts in there. And no more bolts in here. After you unfasten the bolt inside of your door handles and inside of right here, your locks, the next thing you're gonna have to take this module out. The door handle pops right out, and then you'll have to pull this wiring out by putting pressure on this little tabs right here. You can use your finger, and you can use a screwdriver or something, and pull it right out. Now it's time to get this door panel off. So in my case, again, if you want to be careful with your trims, your paint, use plastic tools on this. In my case, it's really just my overlanding off-road rig. It's a truck. I'm just gonna go straight, pull it out like this. You pull the bottom out by putting your hand there, or use some plastic tools to kind of wiggle it out, like pry it out. And you lift it up a little bit. Okay, you lift it outwards and then you lift it up. Okay, I just pulled the door panel off. There's two more things are attached in there. As you can see, we have our door handles and then the lock. So just remember, when you're putting them back on, the white one is for the lock that goes on the top. You just pull the pin out like this, and they have little, like a ball thing holding in place right here. You go to wiggle it, and you put them on the right place, that one popped off. But to properly get them out, you're matching the lines onto that hole, little fitting right there. That's how you put it back. You're matching them right there, and then you can take them off. And then your door panel is free. Alright, now we have the access to the 3 bolts that holding the rear view mirrors in place. And from here you can see my driver's side mirror doesn't have the wiring harness. That's why I cannot use all those fancy adjusting functions. We need to use a deep 10mm socket because those bolts are too long for the shallow ones. So we're gonna have to unbolt these first. In my case, I'm gonna use my Milwaukee to get them out faster. Okay, 3 bolts are out, and now the mirror is free. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's I think it's those lower options Tundra. They have these manual adjusting side mirrors that you use hand. Okay, today is the day to change it. We took the door panel off and we completely take the driver's side mirror off. While this thing is off, we need you're gonna want to clean them a little bit. Spray some water on there. And microfiber towel, give it a good rub. Get rid of all those dust. Now, since we have a clean surface to mount our mirror, it's a good time to put our mirrors in. So on this mirror, they support us with a bolt or the washer nuts. We already have the nut, so I'm gonna go ahead to use those nuts that are supplied by the manufacturers. And they are the same 10mm, so we have no problem with switching wrenches. Alright, so what you want to do before putting this on, here's the rubber seal part. Make sure just kind of go inspect it, nothing broken, and it fits the rubber into the fittings, the housings right here. Okay, now it's time to put it on. When you are putting this mirror on, and then just make sure you have this electrical connector in there. And then while you're on this side, just put one bolt, just put one nut over the bolt. Make sure the mirror is tight and secure, they won't fall out when you're switching back to the inside of this side. Alright, now I'm gonna use hand to pull the other nut on there. Alright, last step. I'm just gonna use the ratchet wrench to just give them a last time and make sure they're nice and snug on there so they won't fall off during the drive. This is really important. Alright, they are nice and tight. So right now we're gonna put the connectors on, link them on. Alright. Okay. And this one, you can see, you can perfectly fit this connector back into the housing without having any trouble. Alright, the tow mirror is on. Right now is a good time to start the truck and then just check out the basic function, see if they are working or not. Alright, truck 2 on, and I have my headlight on. Okay, hazard lights on. Alright, let's check out the lights first. Alright, the lights are working. Then let's check out the mirror adjusting. Alright, it's gonna be hard to see, but should be alright. Alright, it's moving right, moving left, down, and up. Alright, everything works. All the wires working. Let's turn the truck off again. One thing before you put your door panel back onto the door, you have to put these little knock tabs back on there. This is for your lock, this is for your door handle. Lock and door handle, and then the white is on the top, the green one on the bottom. To do this, you can use one hand to hold the door panel, and use the other hand to do this. Here are some tabs over here. You put the white one on the top, you lock the little ball in there, and then you clip the white one back onto this little clip right here, like that. You hear a click, and the same thing to the green one. Balls first, and clip back in. This is what it's gonna look like. Now we're gonna have to put the top part of the door frame on there. You put the top part, kind of click into the windows. After you align the top, the bottom is still hanging loose. Make sure you have your connectors right here. You don't forget them in there, or else you have to open this again. And then just give them a general tap on the side. Make sure all the rivets are going into the holes. Now we're gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver for the rest of the work. Putting this one right here. It's the one that goes inside of your door handle. It's the same way how you screwed it out. You just screwed it back in, nice and snug again. And the other Phillips head, it goes right here at your lock. You just screw it in. Nice and snug. And lastly, don't forget the rivet that goes right here in this hole. Just simply push that in and use the Phillips head to push it in, and then make sure it's secure. And now we're just putting things back. The panel right here on the door panel. You just push everything in again, like how we popped them out. And our window module, you put the connectors back on there again until you hear the click. You hear the click, and you make sure that the wiring is going all the way down. You don't you don't snag anything on there, and you just give them a general tap. They're back into the place. All right, lastly, two things. This little piece that goes into the door handle, this little pocket right there, and then another piece that goes on the top right here. You just tap them back on there, just double check, make sure everything's in place, and boom, we are done. Alright, since we got it all installed, now let's look at a couple nice features we have on this tow mirror. And please excuse me for the windy situation. the wind picked up a little bit today and it's gonna rain tonight. And I'll try my best to make sure you hear me loud and clear. First thing is definitely the view. And it has 2 mirrors on them. It increases the view range a lot. And plus I get to see more of the blind spot than I had compared to the old mirror I have, which is an OEM. And the second thing is, on the both sides, they are heated. And then coming down here, which is my favorite part, because on my old mirrors, I couldn't use the left mirror function to adjust it because it wasn't wired. So right now, I get to adjust them for the both sides, the upper part, like I get to adjust them as I want it. So now we have the top part we can adjust. It's adjustable by pushing the switches down here. Meanwhile, the bottom part is you have to adjust them manually. And the bottom part acts more like a blind spot and then helping you out when you are pulling trailers. And even though in daily driving, I think in daily drive these mirrors will be great. Now here's my view. You get to see more of the blind spot going on right there. Especially when you're trying to change lanes or doing something like that, or parking, these things will definitely be helpful. I get to see my wheels down there. The bottom one you have to adjust manually. By just simply pressing the tabs, it goes left and right, up and down. So it's a little hard to press them up and down. You kind of just need to use both fingers to push them. But it goes mostly left and right and a little bit up and down. When it comes to the outside, these 2 mirrors do extend. So you just put it out and push it in. You can close it up by just simply pushing it in and it closes up. So when during the compact parking lot situation, it's easier for you to park. And plus, when someone just hits your mirror from the back and it goes front, it kind of gives that flexibility to prevent things from breaking. So, driving at night with such a big truck, you're gonna want more visibility on your truck. So on these tow mirrors, on the top we have the turn signal lights. And then on the bottom is those night running side markers. They don't come on during the day when your headlights are off. But when you're running driving lights or one running low beams on the switch, these light comes on. And at night they do have great visibility. And they do show people how wide your truck is and how wide this mirror is gonna be to increase your visibility. Alright, so I just turned my ignition to on. Alright, let's look at my left turn signal lights. As you can see, it's the top one that's going, and it works on the hazard lights also. And meanwhile, let's turn on the low beam, and that's our side marker lights. Let's talk about the durability. For right now, I have no place to talk about that right now because I just literally had them on, and I just did a couple folding and I just did a couple adjusting. I don't know how long they will last me. But for that, tomorrow I'll be going on around like 1,500 mile road trip, and I will finish up the last part of this video and to let you know how I feel on the first 1,500 mile of having these on. Even though I got this one for free, which they mailed me, they want me to make a video of installation and then also review the nice features on there. But so far I'm gonna say I really like them, and I am reviewing this pair of tow mirrors objectively, and if there's anything wrong I will let you guys know. But so far, let's just get them open and then hit the road. So hey guys, I just got back from the trip, a little over 1,500 miles. Those tow mirrors are pretty good actually. I like how clear they are and then how much light they picks up. So part of the trip we had to drive through the storm, and it was really rainy outside, and then with the wind and everything, it's really hard to see the road. But those tow mirrors are like pretty good with it, I think. I was able to still kind of see my blind spot and then kind of see who's behind me. And also another thing I find out is that it picks up the light really good, the glass on there. So no matter it's like raining or it's like at night, so there's a pros and cons in there. The pro is that if it's raining or like it's sunny, it picks up the light or the reflections really good. I can see the road really clear, and I get to see all the cars really clear too. And the only cons I would say is that at night, so I have 3 mirrors, which is the driver side, passenger side, and then I have this one in the middle. Sorry, it's a little dark right now. So comparing all the light reflections to all 3 mirrors, so 2 tow mirrors has like reflects a little more light at night. So we were driving on the highway and then there was like 18-wheelers behind us. It's kind of really bright, but that's only con I been experiencing. So if you are watching this, I hope you find the information in this videos are useful. If you do decide to give them a try, and you can either go search AUTOSAVER88 on Amazon, or you can go through the link I will drop down below. And also they are doing some promotion programs right now, and feel free to just check out the other link I have down here and with the promotion code below. Okay, thank you very much for watching, guys. Now I have to go unpack the truck because I just got back, and y'all have a nice day. Thank you for watching.